his belly is full. It's gonna reach his top when he think he finna chip everybody. He gonna get a lot of people chipped. Definitely. He definitely gonna get a lot of people chipped. We have them all over there, all the people in Bethel going to shop, looking for refuge. You know, looking for refuge, thinking that, you know, oh shit, oh yeah, we can go to the shop. They got food there, and the Raymond James, they got, we gonna be all good. As soon as you go in there, through. They show you that in Katrina.
I was just about to say the Superdome.
Yeah, they showed that Hurricane Katrina. Women were getting raped in there, ravished. Yeah.
It's like police.
Children were missing.
Yeah, exactly. Children with chips.
Yeah.
You don't know if y'all remember that part. It's a story, like it was a side story how their kids were taken from them, not knowing where they been, and they came back. They chipped them, man.
And the ICE separation when they was separating the children from the parents now in the ICE situation, man. They're like, well, shit, we gonna have to chip everybody, man. No.
And they already showed you what they're gonna do to you, Jakes. Same thing with Katrina over there in Mexico when they were grabbing up the kids and the families and they were separating the parents from the kids. They're gonna do the exact same thing in these concentration camps. You got kids, bro, they're gonna get taken away from you and you're gonna get sent to another concentration camp and your kids going to somewhere else.
Yep.
Either to be sacrificed or to make hand gloves or something.
They're hamburgers, nigga. Like
They made a hamburger and shit, you know. Hey, but it's the reality, man. Look, look, trafficking, man. I think Tampa, the Hillsborough, is like number ones for human trafficking.
It's in the top 10, I know that.
All right, top 10. Okay.
Yep.
Human trafficking, bro. That shit is bad now, bro. Imagine when this is all in society. Oh my God. You know, you got little Niecy and TT probably shipped all the way to Europe somewhere. You know, somebody's slave. Don't know where they at. You know.
She got her hands over there bidding on her ass.
and so then take it.
Y'all know the series that the dude does on YouTube where he like gets some like crazy people that had those bugged out Edomites, the hillbillies that were incest kids. Well, that dude did a series on heroin addicts, and one of the chicks, there was a chick on there, and she was explaining her story of how she ended up getting into drugs, and the first time she got arrested was here in Tampa for sex trafficking, bro. And she brought a chick up from New Jersey down here to Tampa to become a prostitute, so to say, and they got her ass with human sex trafficking because she brought her down here to Tampa, Florida to do that shit. But that just goes to show you how big that sex shit is out here, that it popped up on some random fucking druggie that's in LA talking about that she got hemmed up for that over here in Tampa.
Yep. That's real life, man. Society is still somewhat standing up. People are still somewhere. I mean, you walk out and go punch somebody in the head. Look, they calling the cops and you get arrested and going to jail. It's still somewhat structured. But Chicago area and shit with all these riots, shit is unfolding, man. The script says suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, man. And it ain't gonna take much for them to be unsown. Let that power go out in the next 2 months or so, man. It's gonna be ugly out here, man.
A quick point, that's gonna suck for a lot of you women out here too, man. Once that power go out, man, your laundry days is over, bro. Okay? Your days of going out and trying to get yourself right, putting up makeup, you do. Okay, and that's why the scriptures speak about the majority of you women gonna have to go to second Ezra 13 chapter. A lot of you women are gonna mourn because your husbands are gonna be sent out to war.
Oh, hey, you said it, bro. I was just about to say the war with Iran.
Yeah.
They gonna start sending niggas out.
Yeah, and you do. So going back to you woman is true. And that's why the scriptures speak about 7 women. It's not just so you can conquer women, bro. 7 women taking heed to a man of the Lord is not just for a woman to conquer them. That's for the elect, man. And so we can be fruitful and multiply according to Isaiah 60 chapter 1 and 12 verse, man. One shall become 1,000, the little one shall become a strong nation, okay?
And then at the same time, too, you gotta watch out for that too, because you show you in the book of Eli, the woman, she'll sit there, help. It's fucking hijackers all in the back. You thinking you stumbling up on a bad bitch or whatever the case may be, but that's just a decoy.
Yeah, that's why boys ain't gonna be in that mentality. Looking for women.
They gonna come to us.
They gonna come and
like in the movie Bushwick, the dude wasn't trying to deal with it. He was like, whatever. Jesus kept following him. And he was like, all right, I got to deal with it.
We gonna be on the move and they gonna be after us. It ain't, oh, what a bitch is that? Okay. That's Isaiah 4:1. You got time to, start running looking for, no, it don't be like that, man. That shit ain't gonna work that way, but hey, nigga be like, oh man, then look, oh shit, that going on right there. Got him. Help. Then 4, 5 niggas come out the back, lay your ass down and take everything and leave you bare, man.
Yeah, the woman is going to see the fear of Yahweh Shalom. That's why in Isaiah the 33rd chapter it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. So Yahweh Shalom is going to actually put that spirit on you that they're going to actually feel it. It's going to be a heavy vibration in the times we're coming into where the fear of the Lord is going to be all around and women are going to be bugging their mind, man. They're going to be looking for the man of the Lord, man, these last days, man. So that's why the Lord is gathering up leaders. The Lord is making men who's going to be able to lead the nation of Israel, all right, through these dark and troublesome times. See, because we getting ready to lead a nation like in the days of Noah. See, we getting ready to go through the waters, getting ready to split. And our people are looking at the enemy coming in as a flood. But what? We like Moses getting ready to lift up that staff, that standard, man. And Yahweh Shemiah Shai getting ready to give exalt himself through his men. And Pharaoh, the modern day Pharaoh is who? I'm asking y'all the question. Who is the modern day Pharaoh? Esau, that's right. Right? He getting ready, he coming in on his horses. That's the military, okay? He getting ready to come in with his military, right? But guess what? Yahweh Shemiah Shai has put you in a state, all right, to be able to have spiritual powers to lead your nation. And that's the 1/3, man. So that's why. Hey, can I get a quick precept real quick? Just real quick. Just the Spirit. This is all the book of 2nd Ezra. All right? 2nd Ezra 16. Okay, because this is what's coming, man. We are nothing but modern day Moses. Drawn from the waters. All right? And the waters that we're drawn from is the scripture. The words of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Just a quick prayer. This is out of the book of 2nd Ezra. All right? Here. Okay, I got it. Yep. Book of 2nd Ezra 16 in verse 74. And it reads, 2nd Ezra 16, verse 74. Hear, O ye, my beloved, saith Yahweh Shemiah Shai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Okay? So the same deliverance is coming, man. That's why in the book of Jeremiah, the 16th chapter, it speaks about a greater deliverance coming, as in like in the days of Noah, man. All right.
Con, this is going back into what the brothers were speaking about, about these women in these days or whatever, whatnot, right? This is Isaiah chapter 13. I'll start at verse 14 and read to verse 18, in fact. It says, and it shall be as a chased road, as a sheep that no man taketh up.
And as a sheep that no man taketh up, if you know anything about sheep, they're very docile animals. That's why they need a shepherd. If you let a bunch of sheep go out, they gonna get torn up by foxes, wolves, anything. Sheep, they need a shepherd. They have no defense mechanism. They're not super strong. They're not quick. They're not fast. A dog can go through and tear some sheep up. And that's how feeble sheep is. So the Lord is saying, it shall be as a sheep that no man taketh up. So that's how these people are gonna be out here. They're gonna be like sheep. Just getting torn up in pieces, man. Vulnerable as hell. Naked. And spiritually naked. That's really what it boils down to. If you want to get to the nitty gritty, the essence of it all, they're naked, man. All right? They took off, they don't have this covering. This is spiritual. The scripture says, arise, put on thy garments. It ain't just saying, just the physical garments. It's a part of it, because this actually pertaining to the law, but your spiritual garments, man. Because when we take this off, we still got our garments on, because why? It's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Because the border blue and the fringes was a remembrance of the law, man. All right? That's why I was put on there. Okay?
Something spoke on Revelation 16 in verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth, and keepeth his garments,
Yep.
lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
So that's why we're not overly pushing. Where your fringes at, Op? Where your fringes at, Op? Because it's a deeper meaning, a spiritual meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying? Blessed is he that watcheth and keep his garments. That ain't just talking about carnally, bro. That's talking about spiritually, man. Keeping your garments, man. That's just knowledge. It's truth. Okay? Go ahead.
Continuing on, Isaiah 13, verse 14. And it shall be as a chaste robe, as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone to his own land.
And that's happening now. Just a couple weeks ago, there was reports of people fleeing and going, giving up their U.S. citizenship, right? Burning their passports and shit, man. Okay, this place done. Then what? You sent that out earlier? China dumping the U.S. dollar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this morning. China dumping the U.S. dollar, man.
They're the number 2 holder of debt. Japan is number 1.
This place through, bro.
And
It's only getting better.
but also going to every man flee into their own people, their own land. Right now you have a divide right now where it's not saying the Black Lives Matter, but at least a lot of our people realize there's a divide between us and Esau. So-called black men, so-called white men. We're not fucking with them like that no more, man. We gotta separate ourselves from them. But then you have a lot of our people that want to so-called fit in. Like, nah, I'm still rocking with the so-called white man. Are we still buddy-buddy so they can feel comfortable, right? Let's keep reading on. It says, verse 15, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Because again, man, you have like a lot of our people, you know, northern and southern kingdom. I live around a lot of the northern kingdom people. But a lot of those people, they'll walk around with their camouflage jackets on, the cowboy boots on, and big trucks, big MAGA hats or whatever, because they want to feel in with Esau. They think that Esau don't look at them the same way as the so-called black man. They say, oh, we ain't going to get that much trouble. But guess what? Verse 15, it says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed into pieces before their eyes. The houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
You know, it's gonna be a curse. It's gonna be a curse for you to have a bad bitch in that day if you ain't a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You gonna watch your wife scream and she gonna get took right in front of you. It ain't shit you gonna be do about it. Because when these UN troops come over, these foreign troops come over here, man, they
Let me read the next couple verses. Verse 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard their silver.
And that's the Russians. You know? Go ahead.
And as for their gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men in pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of their womb. Their eyes shall not spare their children.
Yeah. So when those missiles are shot, man, you know, them other countries and them Russians ain't thinking about pregnant women, little children. No,
Paying them off.
We about to let the missiles go. You got any pregnant women and children? Put them on a flight and send them to South America or send them to Africa because we finna blow this. No, they gonna let them boys go, man. They gonna let them go.
And it's the will of the Al-Basri outside. The scriptures say in the book of Joel, none of them shall break their ranks. In the book of Revelations, the 9th chapter, backing the brother up, these missiles ain't gonna miss once they begin to shoot. So how much more the troops that's coming in, man? Everybody's gonna be doing the will of the Al-Basri outside, which is ultimately obliterating Babylon the Great, which is America. Right?
And real quick, just like brother was saying, the troops. Hey man, you got the martial law troops ready to go right now, man. The brothers was speaking on about the eviction notices, man. And those people was peacefully leaving. What about when they get to the neighborhoods? We ain't leaving. What y'all gonna do about it? No fuck zones or whatever, whatnot. No police zones. All right, Esau ready for that, man. I remember years ago, the government had wound up buying like 1.2 billion hollow point tip rounds. Then they bought another. Then they bought another billion rounds. Like, where do you think they gonna fucking use these rounds at, man? Hollow points. They can't use them in war. That's against their so-called Geneva Convention, man. But they can use them things on you, man. Blow your whole shit out, man. You know?
Hey, it's gonna be some shit straight out of a movie, man. That's simple. You know? Yeah, sir. Look, as he's saying, we come into times now, especially as it progresses, certain areas are a lot worse than others. But we come into times now to where when you walk to the store, you get out your car and go into the store, you gotta watch. Look, you watch niggas. Those are times we're coming in. You know what I'm saying? Always be circumspect. Always looking and watching, man. Those are times we're coming in. To where the point you ain't gonna be able to see your woman out to the store. Your woman ain't gonna be able to go to the store by herself. Because she gonna be mugged or something, or they gonna take the whole woman with them. That those are times we coming in. Yeah, I just sent my chick to the store about 2 hours ago and calling the police, and I haven't seen her since. All right, we'll put her on the lookout. Your wife is gone for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. There ain't no sound of her. And they found the car somewhere in probably 3 hours from your city or some shit, and no hope for your wife. Those are times we coming in, man, because people hurting, man. You know, it's asking now on the sign, please help. Man, look, that shit's over with, man. That shit's over with. Go ahead.
Being in times where Jake is getting removed from his house, Jake don't got nowhere to go, bro. So what that's going to cause, like we brought out, okay, the hand of the wicked is going to be upon him. That's 2/3. Jake don't got nowhere to go, man. So how much more in these race wars, these race riots, man, get ready to take place on the planet Earth, bro? You people are not spiritually prepared. No? It's getting ready to get very physical out here in these last days, right? You see?
These people are cornered, right?
2nd Ezra chapter 7. All right, 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 43. Point is about verse 44. 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality.
That's what they call it. Prophecy doom. Doomsday prophet.
Right.
You know?
Got good ring to it, though. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I embrace it, man. You know? Because we know the end all be all, man. You know? We ain't up here just getting off of just seeing people obliterated. Look, we know we got to get through this to get to the kingdom. That's why we welcome this shit, man. You know, because the faster this society is broken down, the quicker we can be in the kingdom. And simple.
And also the reason why we ain't bugging out if Jake dies or somebody dies, because the scriptures tell you the issues of death belong to the Most High, bro. See, when you have a mindset of Yahushua, you're not worried about shit. You are constantly occupied. The scriptures say, occupied till I come in the prophecies. We constantly occupied on the things that come, because when this place going down, it's the restoration of us being on top. You feel me? So we ain't worried about nigga get shot down. Hey, call on y'all, boss me. Another nigga down, bro. Feel me? Hey, that's another son for you. That's one of your sons coming back, man.
Yeah.
You see? So that's beautiful, because he was wicked. You see? The Lord is uprooting all wickedness, man. This is a time. You say the wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. All right? This is the word doom, right? In the etymology. It's from get right to a Middle English doom, from Old English dom, decree of justice, judgment, justice, righteousness,
So,
judgment.
shit, we are proper doomsday.
Come on.
That's
No, that's what you want to call us?
Yeah, read that again, though?
Yeah.
Time. So yeah, let me go back to let's get all this meat.
People ain't paying attention, man. People ain't paying attention. You call it the prophecy doom. You know, all right, yeah, we'll take that. But this is what the word means. Yeah, read the script.
God, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time.
Your righteousness. Because that's going to be your judgment, you know. Should be the end of this, what is it, end of this time?
That's right.
Yeah, read that definition again.
God, in etymology, it reads, a decree of justice, judgment, equity, righteousness. Okay? Now, a discernment, distinction. And that's why the scriptures speak about the Heavenly Father, he spoke. And he thundered from heaven. All right? He's getting ready to judge the inquisition of them who have hurt us unjustly. Okay? How are you unjust? Because Esau ain't keeping the laws. See? Scripture say, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness in the land. See, in the book of Isaiah, man. Okay? 2nd Ezra 7, verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality.
Yep. So that's why we usher in the end, because it's our beginning. that simple. We usher in the end of the world. Like, why are you so obsessed with the end of the world? Because that's the beginning of our world. You know? Yeah. It's that one Supreme Court. He say, through the ashes we will build our world. Through the ashes of their world we will build ours. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's straight scripture, man. So look, all this shit. Look, all these elements. Look, all these big ass skyscrapers. The Lord finna evaporate. That shit finna return back to the earth. So even with that, the destruction of America alone is gonna replenish the earth. Everything gonna return back to the dust of the ground. So the earth gonna receive all this shit, man. All this concrete. Look, they took all this concrete and put it on one side of the world. Man, big ass buildings high as hell, bro. Look, all that weight on one man, the Lord gonna come through and flatten all that shit, man.
And that's why he's a consuming fire. That consuming fire is going to actually cleanse America, man. America needs the fire of Yahweh Shemel Shai, bro. It's just that simple. Yeah, and without these missiles, this place needs to be cleansed. This is the only cleansing agent that's going to clean this place, man. So the Lord is doing just. This is the doomsday that we're talking about, man. You know, this is the doomsday. The day of Yahweh Shemel Shai, day of darkness, but to those that have not prepared themselves mentally and spiritually.
Look, it's darkness, but we got a light.
Right. Yeah.
It's that simple. You know? It's that darkness for them.
Right.
But we have the light. Imagine all the lights being shut off and the elect only have flashlights. To put it for you to understand. That's really how it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be like, oh shit, we gonna be the only ones with the metaphor is look, that's how it's gonna be. You know? It's like the Lord gonna cut off all the lights, and only certain chosen men gonna have flashlights to navigate. Because that's actually taking place right now. Because we in dark times right now. This is what David said, the valley of the shadow of death. This is the dark land right now, and how we able to maneuver day to day is His word, the light.
Real quick,
You know? Go ahead and find it.
This is
You got it already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Psalms 23. We'll just get to the point 3 and 4. Psalms 23 verse 4 and 5. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointed my head with oil, my cup runneth over.
Yep. You want to speak on it?
Hey, yeah, because right now we're in the belly of the beast, man. The valley of death. But guess what? Right now in this land of gross darkness, and how the scriptures say gross darkness is covered the people. All right, out of all this here confusion and the land of confusion in the time of the most demonic times in the whole world, the Lord has a table right here for His people, man, to feed them, to give them that light, that understanding at this point in time of all this gross darkness, man. Without all the lies right now, you got to think. There's going to be a time like never before on the earth since there was a time even into the same day. So now things are getting worse and worse and worse. The lies that they got going on the TVs and the media, coronavirus, they're pushing out lies on high ends right now, man. All right, trying to distract you, destroy you, all kind of different things going on right now. But guess what? The Lord got that Isaiah 33 and 6 right here. The wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of that time. He got a table being prepared for you right now. Where everybody else is lost, they don't know what the hell is going on, where they try to social distance and keep everything around. Right now you at peace, you calm, you're not worried about nothing, but you're getting fed right now, man. All right, so He says He prepares a table. Let me read that part again. Psalms 23 and verse 5. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. You know, and that's the
heavy part.
Yeah.
The cup runneth over, and it don't stop, bro. You put your cup underneath the faucet and wait till it fill up, but when it fill up, you don't stop. You gotta keep going over. Well, that's how the Lord is liking us, man.
It was one thing for the Lord just to tell you, all right, in these bad times, you're gonna be all right. Not only did He tell you you're gonna be all right, He gave you more, like so many different things in here showing you about this and that, the chariots, this and that, so on and so forth. To where you're like, all right, well, no matter what they throw at us, we already know their whole game plan, man. We're not gonna be. It's not like He just gave us the breakdown of the chariots. So whenever we see UFOs, we're gonna be bugged out with the UFOs. But now we see these troops coming in, we bugged out with the troops. No, we know about the troops, the martial law troops, the ICBM missiles, the UFOs, the collapse, the diseases. They're coming in as a flood, man. Hey, but we also got the remedy to all these different things, man. So we were able to sit down and eat, like in Ezekiel 3 says, man. All right, yeah, eat without without findness, you know. And inside there was lamentation morning and woke. But we also got the comfort in these here scriptures, man. All right, so we got a good fulfilling meal in the middle of the belly of the beast, so to say, you know.
Yeah. That's why, real quick, that's why Scripture say, lift up your head for this who draws nigh. We we're gonna be looking towards some skies. Everybody down like this, walking, we're gonna be looking. And hey, any day now, you know, Yahweh Shai gonna come. You know, that's we gonna have something to keep our head up about. You know,
And that's why being spiritual is truth is so important. Because if you have a carnal mind, you're gonna be like, how the hell we gonna get out of here? Spiritual, you're gonna see the scriptures that we already got the victory. All you gotta do is patiently wait for Yahweh Shai to do what he do best, and that's work for your days. All right, so I got a quick precept in not King David, but Psalm of Asaph, and it's the point. Psalm 73 in verse 17. All right, Psalm 73 and 17. All right, it says, I'm gonna start verse 16. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I therein. You see? So when you go into the scriptures, then you start to understand the end of the story when he saw Edom. Then you understand the Most High already set this man up. The triumph of the wicked is short. You see? Then you understand that the Most High set this man up for a day to be judged. Then you understand that the Most High set his kingdom up for a time to just to be cut down, bro. He wasn't set up forever, bro. You know? Okay, so you gotta go into the sanctuary. It says, until I went to the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I therein. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction. You know? So you gotta, you say, lean not to thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge the Most High. So when you go into the scriptures, you're not leaning to your own understanding how the hell I'm gonna get you. You already know the Lord gonna get you through it. You already know the Lord gonna jack this Lord gonna jack this nigga up. I want to use another. Lord gonna jack this nigga up, man. You know what I mean? Cause he the real nigga, man. His whole life is a lie, man. You know? His whole life is a lie. Jake's gotta really understand that and believe it. See, so you gotta go into the sanctuary of the Lord to understand the Lord is gonna jack this man up, man. For your sake, man. So you can make it, man. For your sake, because the kingdom of heaven is within y'all, man. See? Yeah, we're gonna say that. Second Ezra, chapter 7, verse 44. Intemperance is at an end. Infidelity is cut off. Righteousness is growing, and truth is sprung up.
righteousness is growing and truth is sprung up. Because as they said, damn, this shit came out of nowhere. So, you walking and it's in the middle of the sidewalk, it's a plant that's sprouted up. It's like, damn, where did this come from? Yeah, that's us, man. All right, that's that righteous vine, man. Okay, what they say in Jeremiah, I planted thee a noble vine. Okay, we are that noble vine, man. You said Jeremiah 2? You can close out with that if you want. Yeah, you can find it. But yeah, the Lord has planted us a noble vine, and we shall be as the sons of God in the Garden of Eden again, man. All right, because the trees was just a metaphor for all the other nations there. Okay. Go ahead.
Second Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 21. Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 21. And I'm sorry, verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it.
And it's not just talking about physical old shit. He got a computer or he got a such and such. A device is a thought and imagination. Okay? Because that's what creates a device, a thought and imagination. You have it in your mind first, then you create it. Yeah, you devise, you create it, man. Okay? So devices that went into the earth, the thoughts, man, of men. The thoughts of men that went into the earth. Go ahead.
Verse 22. I'm sorry, verse 21. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great heap.
So if it wasn't for the nation of Israel, the Most High would have set this whole world on fire, man. All right? He would have set this whole world on fire if it wasn't for the nation of Israel, man. But the Lord is just going to uproot the wickedness, destroy America. And what? He made the world for our sakes, man. This is your planet. So-called white man, he can drive around in his fancy cars and act like he got it. Okay? He can act like that, portray it. But this is your planet, man. You own a planet. And that's just what we know. Yahweh Shai said, in my father's house are many mansions. Okay? So each brother might have their own planet, man. For real. Galaxy, man. You gotta fly, hey, this is my planet. And this, you know, you gonna run it on the law, stretch commandments, say, Yahweh Shai. This gonna be your planet. Like, come on. A whole planet? Esau can't even get past the Van Allen radiation belt. You know what I'm saying? He never been to space. He been a damn moon. You know? But the Lord's gonna offer you a planet, man. Come on. You can search it up. It was an article that came out a couple years ago. It was like they found like 10 planets that look just like Earth.
Oh wait a minute, hold on. There was not after that. They was talking about they was finding like thousands of these Earth-like planets coming in. But what happened was they wound up they was discovering new animals, all kind of new shit, right? But they had this new camera that could detect like DNA and shit like that, which would allow them, which they're gonna use with the 5G to see through the buildings and shit. But this is how they was coming up with the new plants, these new different animals they was finding all throughout the Earth, but also with the planets. But really, that was just the Lord that was just, hey, like the brother's going into. He was showing like, this is what I'm praying for y'all, you know? This is the new animals that's coming back out, the new life and the new plans. Hey, I'm already starting to make things new again, man. Increasing the heavens, you know?
And that's why it's to say the things that are seen in our temple, man. When the Lord gave you a temple, a vision of what it is to actually see what it is to be a ruler. But what? Right, but what? It's just say when a wicked bear ruler, the people mourn. So now what? When the righteous bear ruler, people going to rejoice. So once we actually get that new body in the presence of Yahweh Shai, according to 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, right? And the brightness of it is coming, right? We get changed, 1 John, the 3rd chapter, right? And we become that God that you are embedded to be, according to Psalms, the 82nd chapter. And Yahweh Shai quoted it in John, the 10th chapter, the 4th verse. You see?
Is it not written in your law?
Law, that ye are gods, all of you are children, so the God that you are embedded to be. Once that man is born, which is the kingdom of heaven on the planet Earth, which you are witnessing on the planet Earth, starting our elders and apostles, great millstone. Once we are born on the planet Earth, we gonna know what it is to rule. We gonna know what it is to dominate. We gonna know what it is to enjoy life. We gonna know what it is to express peace, to live, man. No. So and that's why you gotta what? You're saying Matthew 6:22. Seek ye the kingdom first. All these things shall be added unto thee. Seek the kingdom, man. No, yeah, 6:33, Salah. That's right, brother. Seek the kingdom first. All these things will be added to you, man. No, so to hell with what you can see, because it's all gonna fade away. You say the lust of the flesh, the pride of life, and the eyes and the pride of the life. It's not of the Most High, but it's of the flesh. But he that doeth the will shall abide forever. Do the will, so we can abide, man. So we can live forever, man. God's on the planet Earth, man. Judges, rulers, under Yahweh Shai, King David, the apostles, man. Traveling the galaxies. No, everything gonna bow at your presence. See? But the greater thou art, the more I must humble myself. So you gotta do this work, suffer. No?
Yahweh Shai was the perfect example of what the brother talking about.
Yeah.
Second in command of the universe came down in the same flesh years and did these same works that we do, and he said we shall be greater. Okay, Yahweh Shai that's that dude, man.
That's right.
That's our big brother.
That's right. So if you want an example, read about Yahweh Shai, man. Read about the things Yahweh Shai did, man. For you, for us. You know? And once that's in you, you're gonna be able to give off that fruit. You know? Give off that message, and the elect gonna grow. You ain't gonna wither, because you already established yourself in Yahweh Shai. So if they don't hear it, whether they hear it for better.
The scripture say he shall be as a plant, pretty much planted by the river. You know what I'm saying? If you a plant, you by the river, you gonna flourish.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You always gonna have water. You plant it right by the river. How convenient, how perfect is that? You know, your roots right in the water is getting, as far as the plants that's planted, you know, further out, you know, that's planted in a good position.
I got you.
You know? Go ahead. Tell that.
Psalm chapter 1, verse 3. Psalm 1 and 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water.
Oh,
God,
Watch this.
That's it, bro.
Psalm 1 and 3. And he shall be planted,
That's like it.
and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
Yes, sir. Yeah, shall be as a plant planted by the rivers, man, bringing forth fruit. Okay, his leaves shall not wither. So you know, you look on the ground, you see brown leaves and shit, man. Those are leaves that came off that tree. But you gonna have a tree that leaves ain't gonna wither? Man, that's us, man. And by the waters, that's his word. The waters, his word, man. All right. You good on that out?
Yeah.
All right, go back and bring the people out.
This is Isaiah chapter 40. I'm gonna start at verse 13. Oh no, Salak. Let me go to verse 12 through 14. This is Isaiah 40, verse 12. It says, "Who has measured the waters?" As we was talking about a little earlier about the space and you know, Most High increasing these planets and so on and so forth. It says, "Who has measured the waters of the hollow? Who has measured the waters in the hollows of his hands, and meted out heaven?"
So the depths of the sea. The so-called white man, with all his advanced technology, he can't go to the depths of the sea, man. Too much pressure. Try to send a submarine down there, she's gonna crush like a soda can.
Wait,
You know
all
what I'm
that
saying?
water on
Yeah.
top of your ass.
Go ahead.
It says, "Who have measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and meted out heaven with the span?" All right, hey, making it, you know, they talk about some spaces, a straight continuum or whatever, whatnot. But it's the Most High that's actually stretching out those curtains right there, man, and increasing these planets and everything that they're talking about, man.
Every day, every expand.
It says, "And meted out heaven with his hand." Oh, Salah. "And meted out heaven with the span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure."
Oh, so comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure. So what? The Lord know the amount of grains of sand on the sea. You know the number.
Every
that.
number.
Like, come on.
Hey, the weight of all the water. Hey, because you gotta understand, when the pressure that's crushing you under water, man, that's just actual weight of something physical over top of you pressing down on you, man. Hey, but they don't have nothing they can sit there and weigh how much, because they don't know how much water, how many gallons of water is on the earth, man. All right, or how much dust, how many grains of dirt is on the planet Earth, man. All right, it says,
Real quick, just real quick. Hey, every hair on your head, man. You out there, you in the bathroom picking your hair off. Know what I mean? You got hair coming out. Most highlight, oh, that's 2,996,764. Know what I mean? Come on, bro. And then the next step you took was already ordained. You was gonna take the step when you was asleep. In your sleep, every step you took, what you was gonna do, what you was gonna do was already predestined before you even did it. That's what made us come out here today. That's Job 33:15. You know what I mean? The Most High put it in the spirit, he put it in man's heart so that he can hide pride from men. You know what I mean? To do his will. So this is all about the will of Yahweh Hashem Shai, man.
Couldn't hide it from Esau, as
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Esau, he did everything. You know, you search, do a Google search right now, search how many gallons of water on the planet. He'll have an answer for you. He'll have a number for you. He will. He'll have a number for you. You know?
continuing on, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 12, continuing in verse 12, "And comprehended the dust in the earth, and measured and weighed the mountains in scales and the hills in a balance."
Look, one thing about this earth, again, Esau can get all technical, but everything that he made came from the dust of the earth. Yo, I got this supercomputer and this and that, and with all this wisdom, but bro, you had to use the elements of the earth that was already put here before your red ass got here to make that. You know what I'm saying? So you're not wise as you think you are, bro. You know? As brothers quoted, to hide pride from me. Well, you can't hide pride from Esau, because he feels as if by his wisdom he's done all these things. You know?
Keep reading. It says, verse 13, "Who have directed the spirit of Yahweh, or being his counselor, have taught him." With whom?
Taught him.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So who in the heavens telling the Most High, hey, I think you should do this. This might be good. Who giving the Most High? Ain't nobody, man.
Let me read the next verse.
Good.
"With whom took he counsel, and who instructed him, and taught him in the paths of judgment, and taught him knowledge, and showed him the ways of understanding." And like the brother was saying, who's up in the Most High? Who did he sit? Whose feet did he sit at to learn about all these things, man? You talking about the one who created and defined everything that it is on the earth, man? You know, but then like the brother was saying, Esau, all he can do is manipulate the elements and things that he was already given to sit there and make this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you know, you just went to the grocery store and made a meal out of the food that was inside the grocery store. You didn't actually go and raise up chickens from birth on up, or cows from on up, or put their DNA together to make them like such and then eat their ass from there. You just went to the grocery store and took what it was already pre-prepared for you and put it together or whatever. Whatnot. You done bought a car, you know, put a tag plate on there, a paint job on there, some seat covers on there, but you didn't create the car. You didn't create the engine and the combustion and all that in there, man. What are you talking about? How you gonna tell the Ford people how to fucking make a car because you just want to put some stickers on your car? Oh yeah, I know how to create a car. No, man. No.
And that's why the Most High is so pissed off with Esau. He hates Esau because Esau don't acknowledge him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as a brother, we got food and cows, but shit, it had to be a beginning of when those cows were put here so we can have them hamburgers. You know what I'm saying? What was the beginning of that? Somebody did that. You know what I'm saying? We got cows now because somebody put them here. But trace that shit all the way back to the beginning before they were here. Who put them here? The Most High. And Esau, he don't want to acknowledge that. You know, he's a devil, man. That's why the Most High is going to cut this man out.
That's right.
You know? That was it on that?
Two more real quick.
Right.
Verse 26. It says, lift up your eyes on high and behold who have created these things, that bringeth out their hosts by number.
Yes, sir.
He called them all by names, by the greatness of his might, for he is strong in power and none faileth.
Yeah.
Going back.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say we were talking about the stars and everything like that, and how they keep coming to see and all these different things. And they're just now discovering the presence of these things, but how much more the person is stretching his hands out and is creating these things, man. And know them all and call them all by their name. Yo, y'all just find these stars. I already got names for them all, man.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick.
They name them after their Greek gods. Go ahead.
I just want to say, hey, the Most High know the name of every star. And it's millions,
Yeah,
millions,
that's what
trillions
he's
like
saying,
that.
he's saying, yeah.
Guys, so, hey, if the Most High know the name of every star, how much more he don't know what you...
You said millions? They ain't no
Yeah.
millions. There's
Millions.
It's an innumerable amount of stars.
Yeah.
It's quadrillions, man. You know?
And I got one more. It's verse 28. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainted not? He didn't see weary. There's no searching of his understanding. And Most High don't get tired, man. He just keep it moving, man. While he's not trying to figure these things out, the Most High's over here putting circles around him. Like, look, I'm gonna just put a block up in his mind. Or, hey, like that Fortnite game where you be running motherfuckers, put up the little walls. The Most High's like, this nigga think you gonna do something. Put a wall around his ass. Like, what the hell is this? And he thinking something, and he all intrigued with something else, but don't realize that, hey, man, the Most High laid that snare for your ass because why? You was stripping with the Most High. You was caught. You know, you playing that part. Yeah, I'm gonna make some nuclear missiles and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna microchip everybody and shit. Yeah, I'm about to lie to these people. All right, all you're doing is bringing your own destruction on. You have no idea. You know, the Most High don't get tired. No matter what you think you're doing, bro, you ain't doing, hey, this is only entertainment for him because he ain't got shit to do anyway up there but just sit here and marvel at his creation. So all the little stuff, you know, like Damon said in Friday, that one Friday, I like my fist to squirm. I like a challenge or whatever, whatnot. You know, we're talking about the Cat Williams situation. But, hey, man, the Most High, hey, that's why in 2 Esdras 13 it say, they was afraid, but they durst fight, man. The Most High got to put the spirit on these Edomites to actually fight them once they see what's really going on, man. Right now, they just in their pride, but ultimately, once they really acknowledge the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they're going to be like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? That's why I say he's going to be brought into the King of Terrors, man. You have no idea how the Most High can sit here and do certain things to you, bro. Hey, man, he literally can put your ass into a whole other dimension, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, he got one.
We said about Esau's pride. Jeremiah 16 and 20. Shall a man make God unto himself, and they are no gods?
Man made gods to himself and there are no gods. Right? So the whole point is acknowledging the true power. If you acknowledge him and obeying him, that leads you to unlimited power, man. Right? You just gotta come the right way. Come in obedient under that power, okay? And then we'll have access to that same unlimited. Exactly, man. The things that the Lord has prepared for us is above our understanding. You know, and we believe it, man. That's why we out here. And we see this thing come together. That's the point. We see this thing come together. So
And it starts with fear. Proverbs 1. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of you even acknowledging and getting knowledge. You understand? But fools despise wisdom and instruction. Alright, so because they didn't acknowledge Yahweh Shem Yahushua, damn right. get ready to be destroyed. But because they didn't acknowledge Yahweh Shemel Shai, the same must know him after death by pain. So we want to be on the right side. We don't want to die. We want to die honorably for a crown of righteousness. So Lord's will, Lord's will, you know, edifying to the elect across the four corners of the earth. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. It is always the water Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai for giving us the spirit of truth in these last days, which the world cannot receive. And it's always double honors to our apostles, the elders of great millstone that taught us the truth of the world, Rakadam, Thumb Yad, Walla Wayam, and it's always peace, love, and salutations, Kwani Wa Achim. This is the elders and the brothers standing stiffly for the name of Yahweh, Yahushai, truth and sincerity. All right, across the four corners of earth, shalom to the predestined elect. Shalom.